Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is June 12th. I've actually caught up. Today is actually June 12th. Um, I'm always thankful that God always is forgiving, always is wonderful. And if I were half the man, or if I were half the man that He created me to be, I could always know that He forgives each and everything that I try to promise. When I promise things. And with that said, I definitely want you guys to know that I'm so sorry that I didn't give you content yesterday. But I definitely want to continue with giving you content on a daily basis and try not to have terrible excuses to not have content. If you like what you hear, consider giving me a thumbs up. If you don't like what I hear, consider giving me a thumbs down. Either way, there is always content. The content that comes for you, if you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, you are helping the YouTube algorithm for me to be able to share with a wider group. I average about one new subscriber a day, which is amazing. Slow as she goes, slow as a turtle, always wins the race, right? So my goal is to eventually reach a lot of people. It would be amazing if I had 200 plus people listening and actual views of my channel, of this particular channel. I think it would be a blessing to know that if it did that, then I know that I am reaching a larger audience to something that I believe in. And I believe in Christianity and what it brings to my life. It's no foul on anyone else if you don't. But if you like to hear nice, calm lessons or words, great. That's what I'm here for also. But without further ado, and without me continuing to babble, which I tend to do, let's get on with reading the book. The author's name, Paul David Tripp, New Morning's Mercies, a daily gospel devotional. And each day he has something to say. And at the end, most of the time, I will read the encouragement part at the bottom. So without further ado, let's get going, shall we? June 12th. Prayer is abounding your place in the center of your world and daily surroundings. That place to God alone as an act of heartfelt worship. Prayer is much more than bringing to God your list of wants, desires, and needs. It is a radical act of worship that reminds you of who you are, who God is, and what life is all about. Prayer is surrender. Prayer is surrender to the reality and that there is someone more ultimate than you. It's natural for each of us to shrink our field of hopes, dreams, and daily concerns down to the small turf of our personal wants, needs, and feelings. Prayer is surrender to the worldview of the first 4 words of the Bible. In the beginning, God. And as such, it puts us in our rightful place. Prayer is surrender to the reality that life isn't just about you. If prayer wouldn't be prayer if it did not acknowledge God's existence, then prayer defines us as well. We simply aren't the creators, kings, or owners of our lives. We belong to God for His purpose and or His glory. Prayer is letting go of personal autonomy and bowing in reverence to God. Prayer is surrender to the reality that you need help. Prayer means humble confessing that not only are we not autonomous, we are also not self-sufficient. Prayer reminds us that we were not designed to live independent lives. We cannot be what we were made to be or do what we have been called to do without the personal, gracious, and continuous intervention of the one who made us. Prayer is surrender to the reality that there is wisdom greater than ours. Prayer confronts us with the fact that we are not as smart as we tend to think that we are. It reminds us that there is so much more we don't know or understand. It tells us that life is not found in our limited understanding, but in surrendering our lives to the care of one who understands spans from before origin or beyond destiny and includes everything in between. Prayer is surrender of your right to live as you choose. Prayer is bowing the knee to the reality that you and I do not have any natural right at all to do what we want to do with our lives. We have created our life inside God's boundaries. Prayer is surrender for your hopes to God's grace. Prayer is remembering that there is no hope in life and death that does not result from the grace of God. I give up my hopes in me and place my hopes in Him. So close your eyes, bow your head, and surrender and be thankful for the grace that meets you as you do. For further study and encouragement, Psalms 63. So let's read Psalm 63. Psalm of David when he was in the wilderness of Judah. O God, you are my God. Early will I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you in a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. So I have looked for you in the sanctuary to see your power and your glory. Because your loving kindness is better than life. My lips shall praise you. Thus I will bless you while I live. I will lift up my hands in your name. My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and your mouth shall praise you, and my mouth shall praise you with joyful lips. When I remember you on my bed, I meditate on you in the night watches. Because you have been my help, therefore, in the shadow of your wings I will rejoice. My soul follows close behind you. Your right hand upholds me. But those who seek my life to destroy it shall go into the lower parts of the earth. They shall fall by the sword. That shall be a portion for jackals. But the king shall rejoice in God. Everyone who swears by him shall glory. By the mouth of those who speak lies shall be stopped. There ends today's message. Thank you very much, God. Thank you very much for this message. Thank you very much for what Paul David Tripp gave us today. Thank you for allowing me to read the Bible in accordance to what David Tripp said. The wonderful nugget that I got out of it is we definitely need more prayer in our lives each and every day. I'm reminded that a lot of people pray when they're hurt. I'm reminded by people pray only when they need something, Lord. I give strength to myself as well as anyone out there. Prayer is good even when you're in a good place, Lord. I know that, and I want you to know that I definitely know that, and I hope that there are people out there in the world that do get that and do understand that if I'm not needing of prayer, Lord, I think that's selfish. If I'm not needing of prayer, at least I know someone else out there is. So I take this time now, Lord, that if anyone is listening to my prayer to you, Lord, that I give grace to anything and everything that they are saying that is in their minds, Lord, that if they need prayer, that I know that you are at their footsteps, Lord, that if they just bow down and give you a quick hello, graceful prayer, Lord, it is meaningful. I'm reminded of a two-year-old barely able to speak, and he gives a 2-3 word prayer, Lord. Even that is powerful, Lord, because he is bowing down, praying to you, Lord. He may not understand it yet, but he is at least doing that in the direction of a good parenting skill, Lord. I thank you, and I love you, and I know that you are answering each and every prayer in your time, Lord. In your name I pray. Amen. Well, everyone, that was definitely today's message on July 12th, or June 12th, I think. Yeah, anyway, I wanted to say thank you very much for listening. Again, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Either way, it helps the YouTube algorithm, right? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm seeking. If you reach this, thank you. If you reach the end, at least you helped also give watch time hours to help the YouTube algorithm break free of being able to reach the masses, Lord. I am thankful that you guys are here, and I'm thankful that you guys listen, and I am very thankful for anyone and everyone who comments under the comments section, Lord. Or, good people of YouTube. I'm talking as if I'm still in prayer. But I definitely want to say thank you guys. Give me some context if you want. Give me your thoughts on prayer. Give me something to chat about with you guys. But until then, you all have a blessed and wonderful day. And as always, as I say, God has given me the grace to absolutely love each and every one of you, whether you are a Christian or a non-Christian. Simple as that. God has given me the grace to love each and every one of you at a non-judgment state, because it's not my place to ever judge anyone, whether you're a Christian or a non-Christian. I'm here to simply love on you and hope that you accept me for who I am and are happy to be around me. And with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Have a great one. Bye-bye now.